What is up, everybody? Back at it again. Today I want to talk about lead quality and sending good priced and quality leads out to cash buyers so you foster good relationships. One thing I've learned the hard way, and some of my partners have learned the hard way, is cash buyers are only going to think highly of you for a short amount of time, so you don't want to send them BS or crappy leads. For example, if you're sending a cash buyer, when you first get him on your list, leads, he'll start looking at them heavily the first couple you send. But if every lead you send him turns out to be a pretty shitty or retail pricing lead, then he's gonna kind of mark you off in his head as a not serious wholesaler, and he's going to disregard most of the stuff you send to him, which is ideally not what you want in your cash buyers list. You want to keep your VIP cash buyers very happy and jumping all over the leads you send, because that'll make you be able to work fast and get a good cash buyers list to where most of the time when you send stuff out, it sells if it's actually a good deal. So I want to talk about how to see if a deal is a good deal. There's three things to go over. The first one being when you're looking at a lead, the first thing I always do is I get a lead in my inbox or I talk to a seller. First thing I do every single time is write to Zillow. I look what the Zestimate is. Do I offer off the Zestimate? 100% no. But the Zestimate is a really great way to see what the pricing of the property is going to be around. When you throw your house in Zillow, there's a bunch of different modules and calculations that go behind the scene to calculate that estimate, and a lot of times it's very accurate within $50,000, which is a pretty solid place to be. So the first thing I do is throw it in Zestimate. So let's say you get a property address 123 Main Street, you throw it in Zillow and it pops up as a Zestimate as $500,000. So now you know you're probably going to be around that range. Is it wrong? Sometimes by a lot, of course. But it's usually, I'd say 80% of the time, pretty solid within like a $50,000 range or so. Step two would be to run comps. You can do this on Zillow as well. I usually just zoom out and look on the same street, and you want to look for three major factors: same bedrooms, same bathrooms, and similar square footage. And then I guess there's a fourth. You want to look at the age of the home. So you look for another house with very similar categories in those four places: age of home, bedroom count, bathroom count, and square footage. And then you look for stuff that's recently been flipped in the area. So you look for homes that have sold in the last 3 months within a half a mile radius of your house on the same street ideally, and you look at those sold houses. And you want to look at something very freshly renovated, and say 123 Main Street has a address of 225 Main Street. That's the same bedroom count, same bathroom count, within 200 square footage, and within 20 to 40 years of the same build year, and it's sold for $750K freshly renovated. So now hey, the house that I'm looking at has a $750K rough ARV. The third thing you want to look at, so Zestimate first, then you want to run comps, and then the third thing you want to look at is renovation budget. So this is something you can learn from sending it to buyers and asking them what their estimate of renovation budget would be. But roughly what I usually do is Light Cosmetics is probably going to run you anywhere from $50,000 to $80,000 in renovation. A full cosmetic rehab is probably going to run you anywhere from $80,000 to $120,000 depending on the size. This is all with like normal sized houses, so 1,000 to 2,000 square feet, anywhere in there. So it's easier to do it on a square footage basis, but this is just normal stuff. And then any heavy renovation is always going to be anywhere from 100 to up to $250,000 in renovation, depending on how much it needs. So renovation wise, that's going to be the hardest part, and you're going to need to talk to your cash buyers in your market and see what they're doing for renovations and how much they're spending. So the three main ways to evaluate a deal and make sure you're sending your cash buyers good deals is look at the Zestimate, look at the comps in the area using the easy, simple Zillow method in comping, and then three, you need to take into consideration renovation budget. Once you have all that stuff, you'll have a pretty good deal profile to send out to your VIP cash buyers. and then you'll get some good feedback. And when I'd send it to like 1 to 2 cash buyers, get their feedback, and then if it's definitely a good lead, then you can send it out to more and start shopping that deal. So best of luck, guys, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Peace.